Good morning, my name's Kath and today's daily pattern is about Acts chapter 11 verses 19 to 30. I don't know how you feel about new things. I generally struggle with new things. This is not an easy season to be in for people who struggle with new things. I do not like getting new pairs of shoes, breaking them in. I really don't like getting a new haircut. I suppose that's one of the things that's working for me at the moment. But the exception to the rule actually is a new shop. I love new shops and I love new creativity and innovation and looking at nice things in shops. So I suppose a new shop would be an exception to the rule. But here we see in Acts chapter 11 that God is doing something new. We've already seen it start in Acts chapter 10 with Cornelius coming to faith in Jesus, people who are not from Jewish backgrounds starting to join the church. And now we see more of that. We've moved up to Antioch, which is further north in Syria than Israel. And Greeks are coming to faith in Jesus. Many people are coming to faith and joining the church. And Barnabas, who's one of the believers in Jerusalem, one of the leaders of the church at that time, he goes to have a look. And when he gets to Antioch, he could have been worried by what was happening, by the new stuff that was happening. But instead, in verse 23, it says that he saw what the grace of God had done. He recognised that God was doing something new here. And he gets stuck in. He goes to find Saul, recognises some of his leadership gifts, I expect. And he goes to find Saul and he brings Saul back to Antioch and they spend a year there. And taught great numbers of people, it says in verse 26. He gets stuck in. He gets involved. Many Christians have wondered, and I think they're right, if God's doing something new in this season. We're not in our buildings as the church. Church has never been about the building. It really isn't about the building at the moment. Alpha and all sorts of church activities have gone online. I saw an interview with Nicky Gumbel last week, the founder of the Alpha course. And he said that he never thought Alpha would work online. And the last few weeks have shown him that Alpha works better online. We're starting a new online Alpha course in 2 weeks. Maybe you'd like to join us. There's something new happening in the church. This week, I'm particularly hoping and praying that there's something new happening around the way that we understand people who are different to us, the way we call out racism, the way we tackle injustice as a church. I'm praying that the media and social media outcry of the last week or so will make a difference, that God's doing something new in his church. And I wonder what your response will be to the new things that God's doing in your life or the new things that God's doing in his church at the moment. We can trust God to look after us in these new things, to lead us in these new things. And I'm asking myself, am I going to look for God's grace, for God's kindness? Am I going to get stuck in just like Barnabas does? I wonder how you're going to respond to the new things God's doing at the moment.